people know me for the video of putting the mayo in the coffee, but I mean, that was just a joke, just a situation where me and my girl were at breakfast and we had the coffee on the table, no cream, no sugar, just the mayo, and she made the suggestion that I do that, and I was like, of course I will, I'm not afraid. But obviously people took that and ran with it, but I do love mayo. Put it on almost every kind of sandwich I can think of. Will Levis, University of Kentucky, quarterback.
Levis fires, throws a dart, lets it go, right on the money.
I think my greatest attribute on the football field would be my intelligence combined with my toughness, both mental and physical.
And Levis with the quarterback run, he'll have the first down and more.
Just a tough leader who's going to go out there and get the job done. I like to use my physicality and my arm to make sure that we can lead the team to victory. I was in 4th grade when I first started playing football. First football memory, I think I was a backup running back and I got put in for a game and took the first carry I had of that season in 4th grade for like 50 yards for a touchdown. So that was really exciting, got me hooked right away. I went to Xavier High School in Middletown, Connecticut, all-boys Catholic school, which taught me how to be a man and taught me how to really play the position of quarterback. I think an NFL team should draft me because I'm going to represent their franchise to the best of my ability and make sure that as a person, as a player, they're going to be extremely proud. Draft night's going to be crazy. It's going to be hard to hold back those tears. I mean, this is not the peak. I still have bigger things to do. But, I mean, this is a huge part of my journey, and I'm going to make sure to celebrate it adequately with my friends and family.
Hooker out of the shotgun. Guns for the end zone. Good pass. Right in.
I'm gonna run it like a big
Hooker is back.
This is the song I run on.
Coming from a family of quarterbacks, my father played quarterback at North Carolina A&T. They recently just took his number out of retirement to give it to my little brother, who is now the quarterback at North Carolina A&T.
Here's Hooker, and he's got 6.
I've learned a lot from my father. He put the ball in my hands at a young age.
Over the middle, caught.
And all the things that he taught me, I taught to my brother.
Another perfect throw.
Stay confident, and I do the things that we've been taught to do our whole lives.
Hooker going deep. Man's there. Got it.
Hendon Hooker, Tennessee, quarterback.
You cannot take nothing from me.
I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina, the hoop state, as we call it. Played a lot of basketball growing up. Really family-oriented. Anytime we had a family vacation, it was usually evolving around sports. So a huge sports background.
There's the throw. There's the touchdown, Tennessee.
Me and my brother came up with a scripture athletic comic book, the ABC Scriptures for Athletes. And it has a lot of cool attributes in it, a lot of cool pictures that's attracting to the eye for kids to help them build their faith, as well as, kind of be a little bit more sports oriented as well. An NFL team should draft me because of my leadership, how I connect with others, and my football IQ. I'm extremely cerebral, my love for the game and my competitive nature, and how I want to dominate every time I step on the field and play every play like it's my last.
Hooker high steps into the end zone.
Draft night, I'll try to be a tough guy, kind of hold back the tears, but I don't see it happening. I think everybody around me knows how hard I work and all the dedication that I put into my craft and who I do it for, my family and friends and my community as well. There's going to be a lot of joy and a lot of tears, I guess.
Stroud fires deep down to the end zone, and it is grabbed in the end zone for an Ohio State touchdown.
My solid play is free.
C.J. Stroud still running.
Free-flowing, but disciplined, dynamic, playmaker.
With his accuracy, it's a nightmare.
Go-getter.
Wow, what a throw.
Just kind of letting what the game comes to me, not forcing anything, but still making sure that my footprint gets put in the game to make plays and show my God-given talent.
Touchdown, 31 yards. C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud, The Ohio State University, quarterback. I'm from the Inland Empire of California, about an hour east of LA. Definitely appreciate where I come from. When you grow up there, you have to be really tough, and that's something that I pride myself on, is my toughness.
Stroud fires up the right sideline, and it's caught.
My first time ever playing football was when I was 5 years old. I remember seeing a football field and a whole bunch of kids out there playing, looking like they're having fun. And I was like, Dad, I want to play. And they're like, what position do you want to play? And my dad said, say quarterback. And I love Michael Vick, and my dad used to always make me watch Michael Vick. And I was like, I want to wear number 7. And I got to play with the SYFL and Snoop League. And when I played with them, that was kind of where I got that dog into me. That's when I learned how to play free-flowing and elusive.
C.J. Stroud shook off multiple defenders and touchdown.
The coach named Coach Tojo, who kind of taught me how to play quarterback, because I would always try to run. And he was like, no, you're going to stay in the pocket. You're going to be paid millions to do this one day. And he told me that at 7 years old.
Touchdown! Are you kidding me?
I thought he was just talking, but he probably knew what he was talking about. So shout out Coach Tojo. Honestly, who kind of motivates me to do well, and it's multiple people, but really my mom. Seeing her sacrifice and really doing anything she could to put food on our mouths and clothes on our back. And it wasn't easy all the time, but she got up every morning to go to work and never complained about it, and definitely tried her best to make sure that we were successful as kids and growing up to be not only good sons and daughters, but great people in our community and great men and women of God. And that's something that my mom set the foundation on. So shout out to my mom. Draft day will be a wonderful experience. It's been a long time coming. I'm dreaming about that day, really since I've been 5 years old. So just to hear my name called and walk across that stage and see my mom's face, I know she's gonna be yelling and crying and screaming. And I don't know how I'm gonna feel, but I know that I'm gonna be excited and really give them all wherever I go.
Anthony Richardson, University of Florida, quarterback.
Anthony Richardson, he'll load it up and cut it loose with that big arm.
I believe my playmaking ability is my greatest attribute on the field.
Makes a tackle, and there he goes. Richardson, there's the Gator touchdown.
Making big plays and doing it when people don't expect it. When I hurdled somebody, nobody expected me to do that.
Are you kidding me?
LSU running 81 yards for a touchdown, nobody expected that.
Anthony Richardson is dangerous in the open field.
So definitely different. I'm originally from Miami. I spent the first half of my life there with all my family. And later on, we moved to Gainesville. So growing up in Gainesville, playing for the University of Florida, it kind of like a dream come true. I was blessed with that opportunity to play in Gainesville and get love from the city. So I'm definitely thankful for it. My personality is the goofy part of me. I just like to bounce around and just have a lot of energy at times. Sometimes I like to be laid back and chill, but just bouncing around and having a lot of energy, that's pretty much me. I feel like that's what makes my game electrifying. When I was younger, I definitely tried to mimic Cam Newton. Just seeing how big and physical he was and just how electrifying he was, I definitely tried to copy that. And then when I got to high school, just seeing Lamar Jackson.
Oh, he broke his ankle. He is Houdini.
At one point in time, I started calling myself Cam Jackson just because I tried to implement both of those guys into my game and just try to be different. It's definitely a dream come true just to have this opportunity, and I feel like my family and I are definitely going to shed some tears because this is something I've been looking forward to, something I've been working for all my life, so I'm just blessed to be here.
Young down the middle, touchdown, Bryce Young.
I think my greatest attribute on the football field is my leadership.
Here goes Bryce Young into open field.
There's 11 people on the field at one time, and one of my strengths is leading and make sure that we're all working unified as one unit.
This guy is good, I'll tell you. He's got a nice arm, huh?
Bryce Young, University of Alabama, quarterback. I think my style of play is poise, processing quickly, and trying to make the most efficient plays, whether it's handing the ball off or making reads in the pass game.
Bryce taking a shot and is able to get it away. Touchdown.
My father's helped me a lot in a lot of aspects of my life. He's a psychologist, mental therapist. He's definitely taught me to make sure that I'm staying calm, I'm controlling what I can control, and to be able to take that sort of approach, not just to sports, but to life. It's something that I pride myself in, and I'm happy that I was exposed to at a young age.
Bryce Young threads the needle.
What a strike.
For me, winning the Heisman was definitely a surreal moment. I think subconsciously it's something that every kid who plays football kind of dreams about, but wasn't done with the season at the time. And I knew that there's a lot more that I wanted to accomplish, and there still is a lot more that I want to accomplish, and that kind of carries over.
Touchdown, Alabama.
It was great. It's something I always remember, but I think I'll be able to appreciate it a lot more down the line. I'm going to do everything I can to help whatever franchise it is that takes a chance on me to help them win games and accomplish their goals as a team.
Now he's got the sideline.
Young sidearms it to the end zone. Touchdown.
That's what's going to consume me. So whoever I have the privilege and the honor of playing for, they're going to get everything from me. Draft night's going to be surreal. walking across that stage and hearing your name called. And I'm going to be able to experience that with my family, which is going to be a big blessing and moment for me to obviously cherish it and be grateful, but also to remind me that there's more to do, that the job isn't done.
I'm from Tucson, Arizona. It was a great place for me growing up. Me and my family, we live kind of, out there in the mountains, kind of suburbs. So it was good to eliminate distraction. And I was always a focused kid. And my grandparents, my mom, they raised me in the church. So I play for God. He's the one that motivates me. He's the guy that gave me the gift. Bijan Robinson, the University of Texas, running back.
It'll be Robinson to the second level and beyond. Touchdown.
That's Bijan Robinson.
My style of play is a versatile, do-it-all type of back.
Out into the open along the sideline.
A back that you can line up at receiver, slot. Loves to just create mismatches with everybody on the defense. I'm a guy that'll make you miss.
What a sweet move.
That'll run through you. My vision on the field is one thing that I just love about my game. I love to act. I like to be in front of the camera. I want to be an actor. Matthew McConaughey, he's a huge Texas fan. I met him my junior year of high school on an unofficial visit, and we talked for a little bit. But then my freshman year is when our relationship just grew. It was a blessing because now to this day, I'll go over his house, see his family. He'll give me just some notes and some teaching moments on how to be an actor. So it's really cool to have him in my corner and to really be able to get to know him. Draft day will be one of the best days of my young life. They're getting a guy that is just trying to gain respect from all the teammates, all the coaches. Just a difference maker, not only for the team, but leading by example off the field. I want to go to the draft, bring my family, bring a couple coaches, and just experience that night just with all of them, because you only get it once, and for me to experience that with them, it'll just be an awesome moment that we'll never forget.
Jaxon, Smith-Njigba. He is shifty, isn't he?
I feel like I'm one of one. I'm my own person, and I got something special to bring to this league.
Jaxon, Smith-Njigba, touchdown.
I've been playing this game since I was 3 years old, so when I have the ball in my hands, I feel free, feel elusive, and ready to get to work.
Here is Smith-Njigba. Oh, what a move! Coming around, and he finds space.
Jaxon Smith-Njigba, the Ohio State University wide receiver. I definitely come from a pretty competitive family. My brother plays for Pittsburgh Pirates. My dad and my mom also played sports growing up. My dad was also a football player, playing middle linebacker, so he was always working us out. One more. Making sure we were on top of our game. So me and my brother were definitely competitive growing up. My mom, her work ethic and her loyalty is second to none. Just being there, being accountable. I feel like I get that definitely from my mother. My brother, his patience playing baseball, it takes a lot of patience. So, without them, I would not be here. I believe my friends and family would say, I'm a competitor on and off the field, with whatever, cards, dominoes, video games, you name it, I'm trying to win. Draft night's gonna be a dream, definitely gonna be in a sharp-looking suit, surrounded by family, excited to get that phone call, hear my name. I don't know what emotions I'm gonna have. It's just gonna be raw emotion, at that time, definitely living in the present moment, but definitely a dream that I've been dreaming since, I was a little kid, and for it to finally be here it's unreal. It's a blessing.
This is Addison. He's got the edge. And the catch is made by Addison. He's so dangerous after the catch.
Jordan Addison, wide receiver, USC.
They're going to swing it to Addison.
My style of play is very smooth. I'll say my greatest attribute on the football field is my quickness, being able to just make quick moves at the line of scrimmage to get the DB to guess wrong. If he guessed wrong, it usually turned out in a touchdown.
He has his second touchdown of the day.
The jersey that they took out of retirement was number 3. Carson Palmer. I was able to get on the phone with him and talk to him a little bit, and he let me know his story and what he felt about me. And it was just really special to, talk to a Heisman winner and be able to put that jersey number on my back. It come with a lot of responsibility, but I feel like he put it on the right guy.
Look at joystick out there, the human joystick, the Bolitnikoff winner.
I ran track in high school my freshman and sophomore year, and I was a long jump state champion. Running track helped me a lot with football, just being able to use my speed and open up on the field and running the 40. Off the field, my family and friends would describe me as a laid-back guy, but once you get to know me, I'm gonna crack a lot of jokes and I'm real funny. At a Super Bowl party when I was younger, it was the Giants versus the Patriots, and I made a prediction that I was gonna go to the NFL. And now that I'm here, it just feel like a dream come true. I still got a lot of work to do once I get there, but it's just showing me that I'm on the right path. Draft night, I'm gonna have my mom and dad with me, my older and my younger brother. It's really important to have them with me because they was there from the start. So just them being on that special night with me, it's just an accomplishment for all of us, not just me.
My style of play is physically dominating someone on the offensive line is, pancakes, just being relentless throughout the entire game, hitting someone in the mouth every play.
And he's got some running room. Touchdown Badgers!
What allows me to kind of impose my will and be physical on people is my length. I'm really big for a center, being 6'6", I'm really long. Joe Tippmann, University of Wisconsin, center. I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana. 5 brothers, 1 sister. So, growing up in a big family, I kind of, like a physical childhood, 4 older brothers. They were beating up on me and kind of until I passed them in height, and that's when I kind of flipped the script on them. So putting together a game day outfit is pretty much whatever suit I can match my cowboy hats to. I got a good collection of them, and I usually go with matching the boots to the hat and then little things like the tie, the belt. So that's kind of my thought process on that. Someone that motivates me to do well is my grandfather. He actually passed when I was a freshman in high school. And, it was something that was kind of hard for me because he was always kind of like my biggest supporter, especially with sports. He was a big basketball player, but he played football as well. So up until he died, he attended pretty much every single one of my sports events, and, I kind of play for him. Draft day will be a dream come true. An NFL team should draft me because I'm a physical, dominant player that's going to give great consistency, and I'm someone who's going to always show up every day.
Going to get another opportunity here. It's another touchdown.
Definitely going to be really emotional, the whole process. My family's been there with me from the start. Like recruiting in high school, my parents kind of dragged me all over the Midwest. So for everybody to be there for that culmination of all, it's going to be something magical.
All right, Mark Evans second, take 1. So I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, but at around the age of 9, I moved to Houston, Texas. Growing up out there, it's rough, times was hard, we struggled from time to time, but I grew up with a single parent, single mom, so going through that was kind of wild, but it just kind of built me to the man I am today and prepared me for everything. Knowing that I got 3 nieces and nephews at home all looking up to me, I just really go out there and play for them.
Ooh, okay.
I had the opportunity to play my younger brother this year, growing up without a father, we kind of raised each other in a way. Through trial and error, figured out how to grow into and be a man. So I play for the family, they motivate me, I love them with all my heart. Mark Evans II, offensive line, the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I'm extremely proud to come from HBCU. It's extremely important for me to give back, and I can't wait to get back and be a role model to future HBCU players. My style of play is I get down really extremely physical. It's something I really pride myself on. So I play fast, I play smart, and I play tough. My greatest attribute on the football field, I would say leadership, being able to maintain the team and keep everything cool and calm on the field. If something was going bad or if we was down, in a tight situation, I'd be able to keep my calm, keep my poise, and just keep everybody locked in. Draft night, I'm probably not going to have a party like that. I'm probably just going to be chilling with my family in the living room. Probably going to be watching, just hoping to hear my name called. If my name does happen to get called, thank God. I know it's going to be an extremely emotional thing for me. Just, everything that I've been through, and it's a long journey. Draft night just a stop. It's something I've been dreaming about ever since I was a kid.
Skoronski Skoronski, the top-rated offensive tackle.
My style of play is technically dominated guy.
Skoronski get a block, knocks him out of the play.
Every single down for 4 quarters. Beat up on him and make him quit. Peter Skoronski, offensive lineman, Northwestern University. I'm from Park Ridge, Illinois. Grew up a Packers fan in Chicago, which was kind of fun, living and dying with the Packers. My grandfather's name is Bob Skoronski. He played for the Packers in the 1960s under Vince Lombardi. Starting left tackle, offensive captain, won 5 NFL championships, including 2 Super Bowls. I think the left tackle position has changed a lot since the 1960s, but I think just his mentality of being consistent and being someone that can be relied on by his team is inspiring to me and something I strive for. I didn't play tackle football until 6th grade, which is a little bit later than most people. My dad was one of my first coaches. He's a very stern coach and kind of disciplinarian. It's always funny seeing other kids react to just how disciplined my dad is as a coach. 10 push-ups when they weren't listening or talking while he was talking. He's strict like that. At times throughout this process, I've kind of stopped and been like, oh wow, this is really happening. Draft night will be my biggest sort of oh wow moment that this is really happening, and just sort of the culmination of what I've dreamed about since I was a kid. Following my dream of following my grandfather's footsteps, carrying that Skoronski name.
I feel like it was important for me to go to a HBCU. It brought me a lot of trials and tribulations and a lot of hurdles I had to get across.
It's going to be sacked. Isaiah Land, that's what I'm talking about.
We don't have a lot of stuff the big school guys got, and they always believed in me because they saw my work ethic and gave me room to grow.
Isaiah Land all over him and he's going to get his 2nd sack of the day.
Also, just like the culture in the HBCU, a lot of people associate being black with the wrong things. When you go to a HBCU, you're just surrounded by black excellence. I feel like I could go teach that and tell that to other people. Isaiah Land, Florida A&M, outside linebacker. My style of play is fast.
Land coming through, putting great pressure on the quarterback.
I like to put pressure on the quarterback. If we got a scheme, I'm gonna just do my best to just play my part. I'd rather see the team win than I win. I could take tough coaching. I'm gonna always work hard, and I expect the best for myself. I was originally born in Buffalo, New York. My mom, she struggled. She's a big reason why I'm so determined in life. She worked night school and stuff like that, graduated college, and then when I was 6 or 7, as soon as she got enough money, she moved me and my brother Josh to Georgia. We landed in Lawrenceville, Georgia. In Lawrenceville, we had a lot better opportunities than Buffalo, so I grew up around a lot of athletes who motivated me and let me know that I could go be a professional athlete. Feel like it's really true until it happens. So once they really draft me, that's when I feel like all of this will really kick in. I really made it to the NFL. Draft night for me would be like a shock. It's big for my family. I got so many nieces and nephews, little cousins, stuff like that who want to play sports, and I just want to inspire them to be great.
My style of play is extremely diverse. 6'5", 275 pounds.
Pressure coming, and they're going to sack him.
Start off with power, and I still have the speed and quickness off the ball to go around you, through you.
Myles Murphy just walked.
Myles Murphy, Clemson, defensive end. First football memory was 4th grade, pound ball. I was on the D-line. I had 2 sacks, 1 or 2 tackles for loss, and I walked away happy from that game. It was honestly one of my best days. I'm from Marietta, Georgia, more specifically Powder Springs, Georgia. I was a 3-sport athlete growing up, played football, baseball, and basketball all the way up until my freshman, sophomore year of high school. Full go in baseball. That was my main sport. I thought that was gonna be the pathway all the way. At 14, 15 years old, I was the big 6'4" lefty on the mound, pumping in 89, 90 miles an hour. Just wasn't the most accurate. If there was anything I took from baseball and brought it into football, was most definitely stay consistent day in and day out. My friends and family would most definitely describe me as a quiet and a very observant person. Extremely quiet on the football field. You can ask any one of my teammates. I barely say a word unless it's something that needs to be communicated. I'm a mouse, unless I make a big play, of course.
Murphy, the sack, the forced fumble, Clemson in business.
An NFL team should draft me most definitely because I'm disciplined, consistent, and dependable.
That Clemson pass rush imposes itself.
Being able to dominate anywhere on the D-line. Big, strong, fast, quick off the ball, and then a leader on the field.
It's the words of a leader. I'm the shepherd I heard.
My style of play is playing with physicality and dominance on the field and getting to the quarterback.
It's Wilson, spins him down, gets sacked.
The game of football is violent, so you got to be physical and be able to affect the game, run or pass, and get sacked so your defense gets a win. Tyree Wilson, Texas Tech University, defensive end. A little bit about myself, I was born in Anchorage, Alaska, moved to Henderson, Texas, which is a small town. Some hobbies that I have, is, fishing. I'm a country boy, so, I'm from the country, and also riding four-wheelers. Something unique about me is I know a lot about vehicles and motors, so, I can fix a lot of vehicles. After I get drafted, I want to fix up an old box Chevy car and, put it on some big wheels and put a loud system in it.
They got him for the sack. Again, it's Tyree Wilson.
Watching the NFL team draft me is because, you're getting a versatile player, a dude that's going to push other teammates to be better, and also somebody that's physical and dominant and can play, inside and outside and affect the run, get a lot of sacks. Draft night's going to be crazy, nerve-wracking at first, but, be able to enjoy it with my family, and when they're around me, it's just going to be a lot of emotions shared and, maybe a few tears shed, and, after we get drafted, go enjoy the night.
Do you say go Jackets?
No, I would never say nothing like that. I hope y'all caught this on camera. That's why I look like, no, this ain't got nothing to do with the interview. Go Dogs.
Blasted by Nolan Smith.
Nolan Smith took the ball away. He scored in the end zone.
Nolan Smith, outside linebacker, the University of Georgia. A lot of people think my greatest attribute is leadership, but I really think it's energy, man. Anybody make a play around me, they're gonna get a hat on the helmet, and I'm gonna swarm to the ball and be there with them when they make a tackle, because I'm already gonna be at the ball. My style of play is I'm an aggressive guy. I just love to go out there and leave it all out on the field for my mom and for my teammates that passed that's no longer with me. I 100% play for Dev, man. I do it for Dev every day. We blessed to play a beautiful game. We blessed to meet great friends. We're doing things that a lot of people don't see, but we're doing it together. That's why I play for 7-7. He's a hard worker, always smiling, very intelligent. Man, he was about to graduate next year. He's gonna graduate in heaven, I know it. He's probably studying, reading some books right now, playing football with some of the greats that's already up there. He was my guy. I'm from Savannah, Georgia, small town. I grew up with my mom, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. I love my mom to death. I played this game since I was 4, and I begged her to play.
What's your name, sir? Nolan Smith.
I got that adrenaline.
I can't not be around football. Draft day would be amazing. A dream come true. I just want to go to Savannah, be with my family. I'm going to just probably cry just because I was doubted all my life, and there's people still doubting me.
They counted me out. They said it was over.
Whatever organization picks me, they're going to get a guy that's going to play for 15 years. I speak it into existence. They're going to have to kick me out.
My style of play is a big, athletic pass rusher who's, really explosive and able to get after the quarterback.
Bresee slams him to the ground for a sack.
My greatest attribute on the field is probably my athleticism. I don't think a lot of people my size can move how I move. Bresee, Clemson University, defensive lineman. I'm from Urbana, Maryland, a town about 45 minutes north of D.C. I grew up with a very, very competitive family. My dad played football at James Madison. My mom played basketball in college at a couple different schools. And my older sister, Kendall, she played basketball at George Washington and Mount St. Mary's. I think growing up with a family like I did, I just always hated to lose no matter what I was doing. And that definitely benefited me on the football field. My little sister, Ella, motivates me to play. She passed away late last year from brain cancer, so everything I do it in honor of her. When Ella got sick, there were so many people that supported me and my family. Obviously, our neighborhood, my neighbors were awesome that whole time, making sure we were all okay. And then the Clemson family, my teammates, coaches.
Let's go 1, 2, 3.
The whole community just was super supportive, and it was honestly something really special to see just how they supported me and my family during such a tough time. Draft night will be in Urbana, Maryland, at home with my family, sitting around hoping to get that call pretty early. I'm sure I'll be pretty nervous. I'll definitely not want to be talking to too many people, but I'll have my family around, and I'm sure it's going to be a huge relief once I do get my name called.
Action.
Let's go. They can never stop me. Intercepted! Joey Porter Jr. Let's go.
Joey Porter Jr., Penn State cornerback.
Shut it down. I don't see no competition when I come around. Whoa.
My style of play is aggressiveness, physicality.
Joey Porter made the tackle.
I pose my will on the opposite player with my press technique. Not a lot of people is really used to a long, rangy corner getting in your face every play.
They gon' try to bring me down, I ain't having it. I see the throws for the taking, so I'm grabbing it.
My father's name is Joey Porter. Played football, 16 years in the league.
Joey Porter racks up another sack.
People say I'm like my dad on the field. The lesson that he taught me really is just to be me, be true to yourself. He said just give 100% and just be accountable for your mistakes. Thankful for him and the journey he put me through. My second older sister is special needs. She's autistic, nonverbal. And my mom opened up schools in Bakersfield, 3 of them, for her and for other special needs kids in the area that needed help. After I'm done with football, I will eventually take over one of my mom's schools. It's really important for me to give back to the community because growing up with my sister, I know it was really tough for her because she's not going to be able to do all the things that I can, just to show everybody that you can be different and still live your life fully. Draft night's gonna be a movie to me. I've been dreaming about it since a little kid, walking across that stage. A lot of emotions. I feel like it was gonna be a lot of tears. My dad was born in Kansas City, Missouri, so it's really a 360 for my whole family to be there. It's gonna be a special moment. My dad might shed a tear.
That's Kincaid at the 10 to the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
Caught by Kincaid.
University of Utah, tight end.
Touchdown, Dalton Kincaid.
I think an NFL team should draft me because I love the game. Someone who's going to play 60 minutes of a game, some smash mouth football, and score some touchdowns, hopefully.
Into the end zone.
Coming into college as a freshman, I was at the University of San Diego, and they had a great partnership in mentoring kids with autism and kind of just, working with them and matching up kids with players who have similar interests and kind of hobbies that match up. I think, each kid's very unique and kind of has their certain specialties. I hope to get involved in the community wherever I end up. My first football memory was playing flag football growing up. I don't even know if I can share the story, but one of my best friends dove for my flags, and instead of grabbing a flag, he had grabbed the back of my shorts and pantsed me as I continued to run for a touchdown in a scrimmage in practice. I make sure to wear some compressions, sometimes wear compressions and a girdle for extra safety. I know draft night will be emotional. I'm not sure kind of what emotions I'll feel. Kind of have my close friends and family there, the people I love, the people who helped me get there. If anything, I think I'll just be grateful and just eager and excited. The first words I say will probably just, send me the playbook so I can start learning.
And when I step on the field, I'm a different breed, different person. I like to get the ball in my hands, like to showcase, what I got.
Wow, what a grab. Darnell Washington just right over the top.
Darnell Washington, University of Georgia, tight end. My style of play, I like to play aggressive. I like to dominate people.
Wide open is Darnell Washington.
My nickname, people call me during college was a Big O. I'm big and, I wore number 0. First time somebody called me that, I just kept walking. I turned around, I was like, who Big O? And they're like, you. Ever since then, I embraced the Big O nickname. I'm originally born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada. When people hear that, they think of, casino, strip, things like that. But for me, it was either hooping at the park until the lights came off, or it was just inside playing the video games all day. I started playing football at the age of 11. My first football memory was we backed up. We on the 1 yard line, so I got the ball in the backfield, just split it, creased it, 99-yard touchdown. Ever since that moment, I just kind of knew hopefully I'll be special and make it in the NFL. Draft night for me, with the emotions in the air, family, friends all around. Don't quote me on this, I may not cry. When I get that call, I know we locked in, so it's for sure gonna be joy in the air, 100%.
Intercepted. Gonzalez still on his feet. Christian Gonzalez has come back home to reclaim his turf.
Some skills that make me a great player is my speed, my length, all that, but I think the one thing is my mental part of the game. My style of play is, somebody who's out there being physical and taking away the number 1 receiver the quarterbacks want to go to, and being able to move inside and outside and shut down my side of the field. Christian Gonzalez, cornerback, Oregon. I model my game really after Pat Surtain because he is an elite technician.
Intercepted, Pat Surtain!
Watching him to see how patient he is at the line of scrimmage, and that's what I try to model my game, and being patient and physical outside on the island. My coach instilled in me, start with technique, and technique's gonna set you free. Who motivates me to play is definitely my dad and my whole family. My dad is from Colombia. He moved here when he was 18 to play basketball and chase his dream. And for him to leave his family and come to a country and he didn't even speak English to become a successful man and raise a great family, it's just, I owe it back to him and my mom. Something unique about myself is I love to cook. From the South, food brings a lot of people together. So, when I got to Oregon, being with the guys and, cooking them a meal at the house and sitting down and eating together and just getting to know each other better, just really bonded our brotherhood, and it worked out well for the field. Draft night is gonna be something. It's gonna be emotional, especially for my mom. There's gonna be tears of joy from my parents, me, and it's what I worked for my whole life, and I'm gonna be really happy, excited to start my journey. It's gonna be a lot, and I know that. Oh, I always want to do this. Devon Witherspoon, action. Oh, that sounds cool.
And it is going to be intercepted. And it is grabbed by Witherspoon again.
Devon Witherspoon, University of Illinois, cornerback.
Over the middle for Holland, it's intercepted. Devon Witherspoon.
So I started playing football when I was 8 years old, but I stopped playing my 7th grade year because I just had hoop dreams, I wanted to be on the NBA court, man. It's something about basketball that I fell in love with. Mom motivated me to get back out, play football one more year just for her. So I came back out my junior year of high school, and I never looked back. I just fell in love with the game again. The most unique thing, that's probably surprising to people, is that I watch anime. What I like about anime is the graphics, the scenery, how they put it all together, the things that people can create these days over technology. It's just fascinating. I I believe NFL teams should draft me because I'm energetic. I'm going to bring the swag to the team, and I'm just trying to go out there and help my team win.
Picked off, Devon Witherspoon.
I've always been undersized, so I kind of play with that like a chip on my shoulder. You know, I like to get in people's head. I like to talk a lot of smack. I just try to get others out their game, but that also helps me get into my game, so it benefits me. Draft night for me is going to be so crazy. Like, it's going to be wild. I just don't know how it's going to go yet. I still try not to think about it because when that moment comes, who knows how I'll react. So no idea what type of emotions. But it's just going to be a burst. It's going to be a burst of them at that time, so who knows.
Sidney Brown, safety, Illinois. Chase Brown, running back, Illinois.
And that is going to be intercepted at the 40-yard line by Sidney Brown.
Chase Brown is off to the races, and Brown is gone for 6.
Anytime you put my brother and I in the same room, we're trying to one-up the other. If we're out shooting hoops or go-karting, we're competitive. We're gonna give it our all. We want to win. We want to beat each other. We do like one-on-ones, and we go and like one-on-one tackling drills with each other. And I remember those moments vividly because we get so ticked off at each other. And it was like a little war going on in front of the house. It was just insane. I'm a versatile safety that can, play in the box. I've got a very natural feel for the run game. Trust my instincts and just go after it.
Inside the 10, will he get to the pylon? He will! And that's a statement.
My greatest skill that I use in my game is my burst. When I see a hole open up, an opportunity to make a big play, put my foot in the ground, being able to create separation, that's what I've used to my advantage.
Touchdown!
Draft day will be special. Just gonna have my people around me, obviously my brother, my mom, my grandma, little sister. I just want to, enjoy the moment with the people that helped me get there. Praying that, we end up in the right situation. A bittersweet goodbye, probably, because I don't think we'll end up on the same team. Just having him by my side throughout this journey has been amazing. So, but now being grown men and kind of being able to separate here soon, and we've done it before, and we're gonna wish each other nothing but the best in the future.
Oh, whoa. Oh. I was just trying to figure out why we hold mics like this when we should do it like this.
You're bad with the rock.
My bad, got distracted by the mic. Daiyan Henley, linebacker, Washington State.
Daiyan Henley blasting through for the Cougars.
I'm from Los Angeles, California, the Crenshaw district to be exact. 2 parents, 2 older brothers, a baby sister, both my grannies, my grandpa, so big family. The nonprofit organization that my dad started and runs and owns called Development Options. The key role of it is to reduce gang violence in the Crenshaw district, talking about gang violence, organizing walks. We've done a lot for the community, and I would hope that the community would be able to say that as well. My style of play, fast, flowing to the ball, fluent player, every down guy. I'm very versatile as far as what I do as a linebacker that I can stay on for 3rd down, 4th down, and there are players that do inspire me. Fred Warner, Devin White, Darius Leonard, Eric Hendricks.
Here comes Eric Hendricks.
Those are guys that I see flying to the ball. Those are guys who don't need to be taken off the field. Why a team should draft me is that a team will have someone who's dedicated to the craft. I'm bringing that passion for the game and not treating it as just a job, but treating it as something that they love to do and that they're willing to do day in and day out. Draft night, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna cry, hopefully I don't. I don't know how to stop my tears, but it's definitely gonna be joy. You're gonna see the Crenshaw district, nothing but family and friends. It's gonna be fun and just a relief as well.
How would your family and friends describe you off the field? What would they say about you?
So funny, but they say you're the nicest guy off the field. You wouldn't hurt a fly off the field, but all business on the field, all business.
My style of play is physical, relentless, high motor.
Can you get it off quick enough with Will Anderson coming off the edge?
And just aggressive.
Swallowed up by Will Anderson.
My greatest attribute is getting the team going.
Cannot escape Will Anderson.
That high energy guy, making sure that everybody's rolling, making sure that everybody's locked in, doing their job, and having fun doing it.
Unbelievable. Touchdown, Alabama.
Will Anderson, Jr.
Will Anderson, outside linebacker, University of Alabama. I'm originally from Riverdale, Georgia. I lived there half of my life. I moved to Stockbridge, Georgia, me and my 5 older sisters. I'm the youngest. It had its pros and cons. It was almost like having 5 moms in the house, but I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. Both my parents, at home, my mom's the sweetest lady ever. Me and my dad were kind of more like just real mellow, kind of chilled back, but we took fishing trips a lot. My dad, he had 6 older brothers, and my grandmother who recently passed, she used to always take them on fishing trips and everything like that, so that's kind of a tradition in our family that my dad wanted to keep alive. My grandmother who passed, Betty Taylor, me and her, we were best friends. She picked up the phone anytime I called, and I kind of think she made me the person I am today. She instilled so much in me and my family members. And we looked up, she was the glue to our family, and she was the sweetest lady ever. That's really who I do it for, and of course my family and my mom, but I just wish she could be here right now to, watch everything that's going on, but I know she's smiling down at me and super proud of me. It's gonna be a different experience for me and my family, Nobody in my family has ever done anything like this before, so we don't take anything for granted. It's gonna be a blessing, one, because it's all thanks to God that, I'm just following the path that He set for me. It's going to be a blessing, and I'm super excited to share that moment with my family. But it's going to be a couple of tears shed, but it's going to be a great time, and I'm looking forward to it.
Look out, he is gone!
You have to give all credit to the offensive line.
I play a physical position, so I like to play with the most violence on the field every time I'm on it.
Paris Johnson, usually a tackle, but can play guard, 77.
The game up front for me is all about my body blows, just trying to wear it on your opponent. You're not necessarily trying to beat him with the first punch, but it's the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and then eventually you're wearing on them and you're trying to outlast them. Paris Johnson, tackle, Ohio State. I think if you talk to anybody who really spends a lot of time around me, they would say the way I am off the field is completely different than how I am on the field. I would say I'm a pretty funny person. I would say I like to joke around a lot. I am a writer. I wrote for the school newspaper. It's called The Lantern. I love being able to tell people stories because I think if enough people hear about important stories, there's a lot of change that can happen. An NFL team should draft me because I do a great job at protecting a quarterback at an elite level. And in the run game, I'm dominant. I've been a part of creating great holes and explosive plays in college. I would say that there's nobody else in the draft that strains the way I do. I take this game very seriously, and it's a game, but it's also an opportunity. When I was 5 years old, I knew that my goal was playing NFL. That was plan A, plan B, plan C, playing everything. And draft night will be a full circle moment. It's not something I take for granted. It's something that I feel like I've been waiting for my entire life.